This new PFP NFT project is actually doing things differently.
Gossamer Rozen is a name you may not know yet, but will know soon. They are the artists behind Tigerbob PFPs and a couple of other projects, and we'll be going into more detail about it and more, all in today's Goats and the Metaverse. Stanley, how are you, my friend?
I am doing terrific, my friend. How are you doing, Yossi?
I'm doing well. I had a good restful Memorial Day weekend and excited about the week ahead. Saw that there is some good positive movement in the crypto market. Some things going up a little bit. Hopefully it's the signs of a bounce and a resurgence. But some good buying opportunities in the past week. Let's go into what's been going on. And before that, the GOAT Vault. What is happening in the vault? The GOAT
Big
Vault
news. The GOAT Vault is up 14% since we last recorded a show. This is our first positive uptick in the last 6 shows. Shout out to Gabby, our producer, for pulling such data. And for those of you who don't know what the GOAT Vault is, it's our way of giving back to you, our community. All you need to do is hit that subscribe button. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, we open up the GOAT Vault and start handing out those NFTs just for you. All you need to do is subscribe. So make sure you do that. I like
it. You did that very well. But what I particularly like about the GOAT Vault, it really is an index to the NFT market. Like we know if the GOAT Vault is up, the NFT market is up. It's up 14%. That means things are moving up and positive after 6 shows. So we had 6 daily downward trends in the NFT market. And now we're having our first little uptick. Let's hope it continues, and we'll report it on it here. Let's look into the ETH price, and to be expected, ETH is up as well. So that contributed to our GOAT Vault climb. Both in ETH prices and NFT prices were up slightly, still below the $2,000 level, but good to see some buying movement coming back into the ETH price territory. What is happening in the daily floor prices, Stanley?
Daily, a little mixed bag, but we do see some green arrows, BAYC, Cool Cats, almost a 4 Ethereum. If you recall, they were sitting at 3 Ethereum last week. If you believed in the cats then, you could have made a whopping 1 Ethereum profit margin. Yeah, mixed bag. I mean, numbers are not really that up, but very, very slight, you know, which makes it seem that maybe the market is maturing. Maybe we're not going to have, 25, 50, 100% gains or losses overnight. And maybe things are going to start moving at small paces. And that shows that the market can be maturing. But the degen in me is hoping that one day I wake up and we're at 5,000 ETH, floor prices that are 150 ETH. So I'm going to stay hopeful, my friend.
Oh, the good old days of 5 weeks ago. That's where Stanley wants to be again, and I'm sure it will come sooner than we think. But where it is going up, up, up is in a new project that we are covering today called Tigerbob. Tigerbob is a brand based on handmade tiger designs by Gossamer Rozen. It's a collection of 1,000 handmade pixel tiger heads. These images are 50 by 50 pixel and feature attributes, colors, and themes from Gossamer Rozen's growing body of work. The collection contains 13 signature themes of color palettes, which dictate the mood and character of each type of Tigerbob. Gossamer has hand-selected each Tigerbob in collection from over 1,000 traits. There's only 1,000 of these NFTs. They minted for 0.25 ETH on the 28th of May, just 3 days ago, and current floor price is sitting at just under 2 ETH, 1.95 ETH. That's a good 10x for anyone who got involved in the mint. Stanley, what else can you tell us about Tigerbob?
I could tell you that the reason why I think it is different, like I teased in the opener, is that there's only 1,000 of them, which, boy, oh boy, we haven't seen numbers like that in a really, really, really long time. And allow list only. And the volume that they did was 1.1. They did $3.3 million in volume trading in just 3 days, which is a lot of Moulin Rouge and a smart, creative way of coming to market. The artist has been in the space since March of 2021, has done collabs with Deadfellas. I actually saw Betty from Deadfellas posting about this project earlier this morning. Also was involved in the project with Proof Collective and Kevin Rose. Very, very interessante, because those right now are two people in the space that have a lot of street credibility. And when you have two people with a lot of street credibility getting behind your project, it makes it a lot easier for you to grow your brand. They're doing a lot of interesting things when they're talking about fashion and merchandise. Collabs are going to be coming. Metaverse and gaming. Even a tease of a token coming. I mean, look, the roadmap is in ways similar to a lot of other people. But the big green flag for me is 1,000 piece project, collabs with other people who are backing them and saying, hey, this is legit. And the artist put in some work in the NFT space. March 2021 is a long time to be in the space. And an interesting backstory: worked for legitimate brands in Web 2, is a tattoo artist, and was inspired by the first tattoo ever created, which was a tiger. And that's what inspired this whole movement of this NFT project. What did I miss, Yossi?
Well, I'm not sure if it was the first tattoo that was ever created. I think it was the first tattoo that they ever had on their body, which was the inspiration for the art. What you mentioned about Kevin Rose, this was a Proof Collective Grails artist. So Proof Collective released a Grails drop where they showcased a couple of artists in that drop, and they were one of them. So that was a good sign that Kevin Rose now saying that they are promoting Tigerbob within their community, within the Proof Collective community. One cautionary flag or a red flag about this drop is, well, maybe not even a red flag, just something to note, that they have reserved all IP rights for this drop, for these Tigerbob PFPs. And what that basically means is this is what we've seen in the traditional art world. The artist reserves all the copyright, all the trademark, all the licensing rights with their art, which means you can display it personally. You're able to have that right, but everything else is owned by the artist. What we would expect in the traditional art world. What we've seen in the NFT world is you've got some all the way on the end of the spectrum, CC0, where all rights have been given up. You can do whatever you want, create derivative works, make your own hoodies. If you're excited about the project, you can get behind it and build the brand. To Bored Ape Yacht Club, giving you full commercial rights of the ape that you own. And this is on the other end of the spectrum where the artist reserves all rights. They're making the claim that this is the reason they're doing this is because they want to also be able to build a Web 2 brand and put all of their focus into this and have control over that. So very much you are buying a piece of art here. You need to be excited about the artist, what they are doing, and their potential in order for you to get into this community and be excited about the path that this artist may represent of you. Think of it as buying a Fuocious or an Xcopy or any of those artists. Is this a new emerging artist in this space that could become one of those names over time? Then this is their first 1,000 piece collection that they've brought to the market. And that's how I would be thinking about it if I was entering into the Tigerbob market. Full disclosure, Metaversal, the company I'm the CEO of, has acquired 2 Tigerbobs. So we hold 2, and we bought them this weekend post-mint. We weren't on the allow list and bought them afterwards. So we are big believers in Gossamer Rozen and fans of their work, and hopefully see much more success coming through the artists and be supporting that over the weeks, months, and years to come.
So what Yossi really means, it hopes it goes to 100 ETH very, very soon.
Your words, not mine.
And from what we understand, Tigerbob has been coming after people hardcore who are putting any sort of memes, taking, you know, taking the NFT and changing it in any way and making funny tweets with it or whatever it might be. And they're getting those tweets taken down. So they're taking this very, very seriously. We've seen other artists that say, hey, you know, we still own the IP, but they don't actually do anything about it. And Tigerbob is doing something about it. And what we also have mentioned is that the artist has an interesting backstory, right? It is a non-binary, transgender, Filipino and African-American fine artist and tattooer who's been creating professional work since 2008. And I think you know, Gossamer has also worked with companies like Squarespace, Doc Martens, and Patagonia. Real Web 2 brand experience coming to Web 3. So when they're saying, hey, we're going to build a Web 2 brand, maybe it's something that we want to actually listen for, right? I think we're all hung up in this Web 3 go, 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 go world. But as we're realizing, the people that are actually building are a lot of the Web 2ers who are coming into the Web 3 space and have the building experience, as a lot of people also like to make fun of. We're building. There it is. That was it. Sorry, building. But yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with the project. I like that they have a roadmap. I like that they're doing a lot of different things. They talked about that the Tiger's also going to get a body soon. We don't really know what that means, but it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Like I said, anybody that comes out and says we're only going to do 1,000, to me says this is not a money grab. This is someone that's actually strategically thought this through and is going to look to build and hopefully make their money down the line. So it has my interest.
Well, you heard all about it here on today's episode of Goats and the Metaverse. We hope you had some fun, learned something new, and like we always say, we are here to help you navigate this space, have some fun along the way, and as always, this is not financial advice.
Boom! Hope you guys had a great time. We'll see you mañana.